Mike's Daily Podcast.
This will be the shortest show of all time. I think we're at 1,785. I think we'll say hi to all the characters right now. Hello, Michael Masters, Madame Rootabega. What's going on? We have a very short show today. Look who else is here.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the party attendant, and look who's driving into the Café Anyway because it is such a short show today.
And this is Bison Bentley.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Do you know that? Yes, and the podcast picture today will be of one of you characters, or some of the other one other one.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
I had a lot of technical things to take care of today, but I wanted to bring the show anyway because somebody said to me, hey, Mike, you've done a lot of your podcast. Actually, he called it your internet blog show. Okay, it's called a podcast. That's why the name is Mike's Daily Podcast, and that's why it's been that name for almost 9 years. Or was it 8? Something like that. Well, so people, you got to stop worrying about AI.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Because it seems like only the really small-minded people are complaining about AI. I don't know what it is. What's it going to do?
Mike's
It's going to drive my car.
Daily
It's going to take my job.
Podcast.
I'm afraid and scared.
Yeah.
The end. So yeah, just be aware that you're sounding kind of ridiculous when you do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we got a lot going on today. Oh, that's interesting. We've started a new thing at my job, and that's exciting. Maybe I'll tell you about that next show. We've got this wonderful Lindsey Graham taking over as far as doing the Senate hearings with the new Attorney General guy. And he said, I don't want to bring out mean Lindsey, but I will. Oh, and that's today's show. Thank you for listening. Next show, it'll be the wonderful Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere the engineer. Thanks for listening. I also wanted to mention, let's see. Oh, yes. So the government shutdown thing. And we got the, the people not getting paychecks. And then I heard what some of the people are making, and I thought, oh my God, I want that paycheck. But the thing is, they're not getting paychecks now. They will be paid for everything in the future. Not that this shutdown makes any sense whatsoever. But geez, did you put any money away? Did you save for that rainy day fund we were all supposed to have? You get paid eventually. I know there's no end in sight. The media keeps hitting that 800 times a day. But geez, and you're making more than me? Shut up. Oh, I can't believe Chipotle is up 50%. And Netflix, had you bought it the last time they raised prices, 89%. It has gone up in stock 89%. What a freaking return. Wow. And what was the other thing I heard today about the... okay, so we got that, the government shutdown, and I think that pretty much is all of it. All right, this is the shortest Mike's Daily Podcast of all time. I hope you've enjoyed it. You can tell me what you thought at 336MM Daily. That's 1336MM Daily. Oh, yeah, snow. Snow on the Gorman Pass. That's always fun when that happens. Snow on the Gorman Pass, and there was that great YouTube video where a car was driving by and going underneath a bridge on the Gorman Pass. That's Highway 5 through there down to Los Angeles from Bakersfield. And the snow plowers going over a bridge right over this guy, and the snow just... this huge chunk of snow goes flying off the bridge and hits the windshield and cracks it. Have you seen that? Well, anyway, the Gorman Pass, where I first discovered snow, I believe, when I was a kid, and rode down the snow in a snowflake. And I remember my mom going down a sled that we had, and she broke her leg. But that's on the Gorman Pass. It's all full of snow. And now today we're going to get a bunch of rain. A river of water is flying over the top of the Bay Area today, so we're excited about that. What a change from yesterday, huh? We had such a nice dry weekend. All right, enjoy your day. Sorry for the super short show. Thank you, Doe, for listening. And tell me what you think. Mike's Daily Podcast at gmail.com.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com.
Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com.
See you tomorrow. Bye!
It's so easy to overspend. When you hear this music and the fireplace is crackling, you know it's Christmas time, right? You feeling it? You start thinking, man, that Mike Matthews, oops, I shouldn't say his last name. Man, that Mike, he's a good guy.
Awesome.
He's a great producer. I should get him a gift. And you know what? nah, we just work together. I shouldn't get him a gift because I can't get everyone gifts who are nice, but I'll get him a gift. It'll probably be a butt cake because everyone loves butt cakes. This is great. But my producer Mike was like, you can watch all the rides now on YouTube. I'm like, wow, you have a slightly effeminate voice. But you can watch all the rides on YouTube? 50 to 60 people were at the Las Vegas Route 91 shooting. We're at the bar and they were hanging a flag last night. To be involved in 2 mass shootings is just so insane. But then, like, my radio producer, Mike, he said that he's been in that bar before because he used to work in country and western music down in L.A. And that's pretty close, right? Sometimes you're like, oh, that's just a nightclub in Florida. I've never been to Florida. I've never been to a nightclub. And you don't associate it, but now you're starting to associate it. So I was just talking to Mike, the producer, who is awesome. I mean, he's the fastest producer I've ever had at pulling sounds, and it's amazing to work with him. I truly, truly would consider quitting the show if he leaves. Just because the next person's not going to be as good. Yeah. Well, I'll get over it. I'll forget his name probably within a week, but if I'd consider it for at least a second or two.
You're a very rude person. The way you treat Sarah Huckabee is horrible, and the way you treat other people are horrible. You shouldn't treat people that way.
Kramer was on CNBC the other day. He's a fascinating bald man.
He's nuts! They're nuts! They know nothing!
Can I stop and clap real quick for Mike Matthews? I said Kramer, and within 1/10 of a second, he's playing Kramer. I'm on the peninsula right now, and he's on the South Bay. We're not making eye contact. These aren't notes he's getting.
You're fab.
Impressive.
You're switched on. You're a bit of all right. Yes.
Honestly, I've worked probably with, let's just say 20 producers. And it was so bad at one point in time, I gave them numbers like number 7, number 8, number 9. Because it's not a glorious, fun job to get you brought up early and do a radio show. But he does a good job. I say give him a raise. Let's pay him minimum wage plus 10 cents.